So now we're going to get a little weird. All right, let's brace these two words, sweet and sweat. Sometimes people will misspell them. But now here's where we're going to get very unusual. We're going to skip down to number 11. At least they're both odd numbers, 7, 11, like the store. And we are going to write an old spelling word, suit. What's the word? Excellent. Suit. Magnificent. Okay, meaning the clothing or the outfit or the attire. Okay, when something is a match or it's appropriate for you, it's a good fit, no pun intended. When it's right for you or it's acceptable, it will suit you. This is very suitable. Okay, and also a suit. For example, like a lawsuit, litigation, legal action. When you sue somebody, suit. They brought a suit against the criminal for breaking into their house. Suit. Suit. And that is number 11, and you will see why. Suit. You've got to do it this way. It's very important. How do we mark this up? Great. Underline the U, second sound. We can use it more than one way. Put a repeat sign. You'll see why. Now we're going to go up to the word sweet, which actually comes from the word suit. Okay? It's French, as I recall. It's sort of like they used to say suite. Okay? But a suit, we're talking about, I'm going to send you some pictures when we do this. It's a very fancy or large hotel room or a beautiful apartment like a penthouse. Okay, that's a suite. Okay, suite, I'm sorry. I've stayed in suites before. I've seen people who have these beautiful suites. Okay, perhaps you have as well on vacation. All right, or you know a family member who has a very large house, a beautiful, elegant house that's, they may be wealthy, and they have a suite. All right? But there's one other way to use the word suite, and that has to do with a long piece of music where there's a certain theme that goes through it. Like Beethoven's Fifth Symphony is a suite. It repeats those musical montages, those melodies over and over and over again. It goes back and forth. Okay, so suite. All right, so just take the word suit and underline, and then add a silent E. It is the word sweet. Okay, let's triple underline this because it does not follow the rules, and underline the silent E twice. Job number 5. Now, as you can see, it is a homograph with sweet. So we need to do this. It is a homophone, I'm sorry. And since we can use it more than one way, sweet is also a homograph. So this is very, very busy. All right? And a suite, like I said, it's like it could be a series or a set or a collection, usually involving music. Okay, a series of pieces of music, and it's all connected by a theme. All right, so now what do we do with suit and suite? We also brace them, and it just has to do with the spelling. They are related in terms of etymology, as I recall. Okay, I told you it's going to be a very, very hectic and challenging page. The next word is, we're going to get a little more simple now, so that's pretty good. It's the word gigantic. What's the word? You got it. Gigantic. Excellent job. Massive, immense, mammoth, tremendous, enormous, large, huge, giant, vast, extensive. All right? Colossal. Like with the word extensive, you have a gigantic collection of books. A gigantic collection of books. Gigantic. Let's go. Gigantic. Gigantic. And notice it ends with ick, which means it's an adjective. It describes a noun. Let's go. Gigantic. Gigantic. How do we mark this up? Excellent. The underline the I. The I can say I at the end of a syllable. However, the G says J. That's rule 3. Soft G sometimes when followed by Y, I, or E. And then the I can say I at the end of a syllable. That's rule 4. Okay? It's a very hectic page. And the last one. V. You got it. No V, silent E. The word is alternative. Alternative. Okay? Now, we can use it in a variety of ways. Okay? So, 1. Okay? It's like, what are my alternatives? What are my choices? What are my options? Okay? Another way that we could use it is here's an alternative, here's a possibility, here's a substitute. Okay, think about this. Many people, they'll take an alternative ingredient. Instead of sugar, they'll add stevia. Like my friend is a diabetic, so he can't eat sugar. Some people don't want sugar; they think it's unhealthy, and it is in mass quantities or gigantic amounts. So they'll have an alternative. Instead of powdered sugar or white sugar, they'll use honey instead to sweeten it up. Okay, that's another way to use the word alternative, like a substitute. Think about a relief pitcher, all right, or somebody who goes in for somebody during a game in basketball or baseball or football, whatever. Okay, you're an alternative. Same thing on jury duty. Okay, you're an alternative juror. Alternative can also mean different or another. Okay, I have an alternative idea. I have a different idea. I have another idea. You know what? We don't have any blue paint. Let's get an alternative color. Let's get an alternative flavor. All right, since we don't have vanilla, all right, well, you know what, Juriel, you don't like chocolate. Let's see if we can find out an alternative flavor, something that's different. Okay, there's no pink paint. There's no blue paint. You know what? We'll have to color the sky orange. Or we'll have to color the sky, you know, there's no blue. Let's make it like a lightish color. Okay, alternative. 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 And all the ahs is a-ah. Let's go. Alternative. Okay? And the word alternative comes from the word alter, to modify something or to change it. And that makes perfect sense. But we'll get into that another time, possibly. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things to mark up. Third sound, underline the Third sound, underline the V and the silent E twice. Job number 2. Okay, and I think that's it. We could use it more than one way. It is a homograph. Here's an alternative. Don't do your work, get into trouble. I'm only teasing. Well, a lot of you are moaning and groaning right now. Get used to it. It's the wave of the future. Let's go. Alternative. Alternative, which comes from the word alter, to change or to modify. It's like proofreading, right? You have to alter your work because you caught your mistake. Let's go. Gigantic. Gigantic. Suit. Suit. Sweet. Sweet. Let's go. Eat. Sweet. Sweat. You could also use the word sweaty, okay, when you're writing it out. Don't limit yourself. And basic. Basic comes from the word base, okay, like the foundation. Review this tape a lot. It's going to be rough. There's a reason for it. It's not to challenge you as such. This is the way it is. This is something new that I've never done with this particular page. The words were sort of scattered. I put it all together. It's a terrific and tremendous challenge. It's a gigantic step forward. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. One small step for Mr. Modell, one giant leap for NYU. I know you don't like it, some of you. I understand that. You've got to do it. It's extremely important. Okay. Good luck.